Hey everybody, I thought this might be a slightly better angle. As you know, I've got a mattress on the floor. I haven't got the bed frames coming on Monday, so everything could be sorted out then. I could go in the other room and do a video. I could go downstairs and do a video, but Miss Harriet's asleep. I found out where she goes. She has her best secret place is onto one of these cupboards here. It's under that one. Right underneath there's about, I don't know, 2.5 inch gap that I don't know how she manages to get through it, but she does. And then she must be comfortable under there. I'm not going to disturb her. I'm just going to leave her. So that's my reason for staying up there. The other reason is, as some people will no doubt be happy to know, that the other reason is I feel as though I'm losing my mind. Yes, there's been a lot going on, you know, the last 2 weeks, and there's a lot to go on in the next few months. But, it's affected me more than I thought it would. Not that having the teeth out, isn't it? As you know, I've lost my vanity. I think I never used to be vain, ever. Never used to bother with all the makeup stuff and everything that girls my age bothered with, because I have the babies, my babies, our babies to look after. We had 3 children planned by the time I was 20. And I think back now, I think, how did I do this? How could I be an effective mother at the age I was? But I think I was. I was sort of a child myself, and the experiences I had as a child were not carried forward. One abuser doesn't always necessarily mean that the abused goes on to become an abuser themselves, and I'm living proof of that. However, by the time the children were in their teens, that was the time I started to, well, there was one event that I'm not going to talk about now, maybe never, but it's in my mind. This event, and that affected me from being a young mum, happy just to drift around, no makeup, advising other girls on their problems, without extolling my own wisdom, if you'd like to call it that. I went from that to being a pretty plain and selfish person. I don't know how. I know that one event did have an effect on me, and the person who caused it, who caused that schism, if you like, knew exactly what they were doing. Because of the work that they were in, they had access to all social services files. There was a working party, if you like, and they were pulling together testimonies as far as they could of children who had been in care. And I was asked by this person to write, why don't you write? So I did. And once it's anonymous, this person came over to me one day, and I was at my desk, and said, I was really impressed with what you wrote, really impressed, and invited me out to lunch to discuss it. That lunch was cancelled. No, it wasn't. The second lunch was cancelled. The first lunch, we were talking about what it was like being in care, and there wasn't time to delve into it in depth. But second lunch was arranged. Couldn't keep it. And I don't know, it was somebody who used what had happened to me, not only whilst I was in care, but the reasons that were very injurious and to my mother also. And she'd done nothing wrong. She didn't. I think my mother was lost for a large part of her life. And during the second part of mine, I became lost. So these things you think, like I talk about what happened with my teeth, that was caused by a certain medication. But you can talk also what can happen when you just cross paths with somebody, particularly selfish person who knows, who is trained to know all about kids, trained to know what happens to them after care and what happened to me after care, I was 15 in September, and I left school the following Easter. So when I left school, that was it. Straight back to my mother's. And I had to go on the bus with my little suitcase. I was locked out. My mum knew I'd be there at a certain time. She was friends with the neighbour next door, who was a beautiful woman, Madge, her name was. Mum was friends with her. She could have left the key. But I was locked out. And I had to wait for my mum to come back. I think it was about an hour, something like that. She'd gone to my brother's. So that wasn't a good start, because I came out of care back to my mother's. And the first thing is that I'm locked out. So, would you like to go on from here? Would you like to know more? Would you like to hear about Saudi Arabia and how they love to push Westerners to the front when there's a hand chopping, lashes, beheading? I'll be back later. I'm feeling really wonky, and I spilt my new bed, new duvet and everything, and I was about to get up, and I just started thinking about something, and I had the cup, which was half full, in my hand, and I felt wet on my leg. Oh no, I thought it has gone through the, did I have on? I had like, I had a fleece on the bottom, not a sheet, a fleece over the mattress, and then a sheet to go over me, light blankets, and see up my mind, a sheet, a light blanket, and the new summer duvet with just a fleece on top. So the summer duvet is only 1.5 tog, so it's very, very light. So I had it on top of the mattress. I had the big quilt that you'd seen on my bed previously, the coloured one. That was on top of the mattress. Then there was a fleece. So anyway, the tea went on me. It went on the sheet on top. It went on the bottom, the fleece. It went through that. So all of those have been washed straight away in a washing machine. And so I've layered my bed up again now. But the mattress didn't get marked. The duvet did. I can't wash that today. I'll do that on Monday. It's been raining anyway, so, and I like to put things out to dry on the line. Good air quality here. We're very fortunate. So I'll speak to you all a little bit later. And if you'd like to know more about me, maybe I'll write a few things down and read from them, rather than being this weird woman. I'm just all over the place. I know you can tell by my eyes, they feel half closing, or my language feels half closing, what I'm doing, because the pain has been really bad, the ulcer pain and the upper right quadrant, and round my back it's been so painful. And then in addition to that, I've got osteoporosis and osteoarthritis, and my back is bad. And I'm also not really eating. I'm eating as much as I can tolerate, which isn't a lot. Harriet brings me food sometimes and plonks it down. But I lost a stone, just over a stone, in 10 days. And I don't need to lose any more weight. I really don't. But I just, the sort of food is yuck to me. Oh, let me show you what I'm wearing. This thing is like a play suit thing. It's got, well, I'll show you. Hang on. I need some proper shoes on with it, really. Oops. So, whether you can see it. There you are. So, it's shorts, right? But they're not shorts. They come down to just to my knees. And it's like a 20s style, a flapper style. And it's so comfortable. It's an easy to wash as well. It's a light jersey. And something you can wear in the winter, with a cardi. But it's so comfortable to wear. Admittedly, you've got to pull it down from the top when you go to the loo. But that's no problem, it just comes off. All right, my loves, I will be back later on, and I hope you found something in this video to interest you. I think, often we are given challenges that you think to yourself sometimes, oh, if that happened to me, I could, what would I do? I couldn't handle it, I couldn't. Oh, you could. When you have to, you could. You're given, you have that spark of the divine within you, that God spark. What could be better than that to give you strength? I'll speak to you all later. Bye-bye. Smile.